I grew up with my mother. My father left when I was a baby. I do not remember his voice. My mother never talked about him. When I asked, she said, "He is gone. That is all." I stopped asking. We lived in a small apartment above a bakery. It always smelled of bread and sugar. My mother worked long hours in a sewing shop. She came home late, her hands tired from stitching. She cooked quickly, ate in silence, then went to bed. I stayed alone most nights. I listened to music and wrote in a notebook. I liked the quiet. At school, I kept to myself. The other boys played football in the yard. They laughed and shouted. I sat under a tree, drawing lines in my notebook. Some tried to talk to me, but I ignored them. I did not want friends. I did not want love. My mother said, "People disappear. Do not expect them to stay." I believed her. She was right. The girls were no different. They smiled. They whispered. But I stayed silent. One day, they liked someone. The next day, someone else. Their words seemed light, without weight. I thought they were false. I thought they would never stay. So I focused on my studies. I focused on helping my mother. I told myself I didn't need people. Years passed. I finished school. I worked in the bakery downstairs. Every morning I woke early, carried bags of flour, mixed dough, baked bread. The shop smelled warm. The days were long, but simple. My mother was proud. We ate dinner together, speaking little. Then I went to bed. The next day, the same. Life was steady. Life was safe. I thought it was enough. Then one morning, everything changed. I was arranging loaves on the shelf when the door opened. A girl stepped inside. She looked around, her eyes curious. She asked for bread. I gave it to her without looking much at her face. She thanked me. I said nothing. I thought she would leave, but she stayed. She asked, "Do you like working here?" I frowned. I did not answer. She smiled. "You are quiet," she said. Then she left. I thought it was over, but the next day she returned. This time she bought nothing. She just leaned against the counter, watching. I ignored her. She said softly, "Can I sit here?" I shook my head, but she sat by the window anyway. I did not understand her. Why was she here? She kept coming. Every morning she appeared. Sometimes she asked about bread. Sometimes she just watched. My mother noticed. "That girl," she said. "She is kind." I did not reply. I did not want to think about her, but I did. One evening, I saw her in the park, sitting under a tree. She was sketching in a notebook. I walked past, but she looked up and smiled. "Do you like the park?" she asked. I stopped. No one had asked me that before. I nodded once. She did not speak more. She just went back to her drawing. I told myself she would grow bored, but she did not. She stayed, and that made me uneasy. Days passed. She brought pastries one morning and placed them on the counter. "For you," she said. I shook my head. "I don't eat sweets." She smiled. "Then I will bring fruit tomorrow." "Why?" I asked. She shrugged. "Because you work hard." My mother laughed softly when she saw her. She liked her. I still did not understand. One night I found her on a bench near the fountain. The water shimmered in the lights. I asked, "Why do you keep coming here?" She looked at me. "Because I want to." You don't know me, I said. She tilted her head. Maybe I do. I shook my head. She was quiet, then said, Maybe you think people always leave, but I'm still here. Her words stayed with me. She began to feel like part of my days. In the mornings, I expected her. In the evenings, I looked for her in the park. When she brought fruit, I ate it. When she talked, I listened. When she sat in silence, I stayed with her. One day she came late. I tried to ignore the worry in my chest. When she finally arrived, she handed me a small paper bag. For you, she said. I opened it later. Inside was a simple pin with a blue ribbon tied to it. I held it for a long time. I did not know why it mattered, but it did. Weeks passed. I noticed little things. The way she bit her lip when she thought. The way she tapped her pencil against the paper. The way she always chose the same bench by the fountain. These things stayed in my mind. One rainy afternoon, the bakery was empty. I thought she would not come, but she appeared, wet from the rain, smiling. You're here, she said. You're soaked, I told her. She laughed. Yes. I gave her a towel. She sat quietly, listening to the rain. After a while, she asked, Do you ever feel lonely? The question surprised me. I wanted to say no. I wanted to say I did not care, but I could not. She looked at me gently. You let me stay, she said. I had no answer. Silence filled the room, but it did not feel empty. It felt warm. Then one evening, she asked, If I go one day, will you miss me? I froze. I wanted to deny it, but the words did not come. She smiled sadly. It's okay, she whispered. I already know. The next morning she did not come, nor the next. The bakery felt colder. The park felt empty. Something was missing, something I did not want to name. One evening, I walked to the bench near the fountain. It was empty, except for a small folded note. My hands trembled as I opened it. I had to leave. But I was right. You will miss me. I read the words again and again. My chest felt heavy. She was gone, yet still here, in my thoughts. That night, I held the pen she gave me. It was small, but it carried her presence. I had built walls around my life. I had kept people out. I thought I needed no one. But now I knew the truth. The walls had broken. My silence was no longer safe. My heart had opened without me knowing. And now I could not close it again.